What's up, wild ones? All right, so let's get into it, right? Unleashing your voice in predominantly white spaces. So when you are in a melanated body, artist, creator, messenger, all of the things, and you know that this is your time to step into the next evolution of soul, and yet you are continuously surrounding yourself by white bodies who are doing similar work, or maybe it's not even similar, but they're the white bodies, they're the bodies that you're used to being around, or that they're the ones that were you found easily, or you connected with, or whatever it might be. But it's predominantly white space, right? For the work of your soul. And you're wondering why you are not going all in. You're wondering why you are not allowing yourself to use the voice that was born to you. You're not allowing yourself to step into the next level and next evolution of the magic that is here to be evoked through you, for you, and as you. And we get to really pause. We get to come back in and look at, okay, so if all the bodies that I'm surrounding myself by are not representing the magic as it flows through me, then what is this about, right? And we can talk about privilege, we can talk about access, and these are very important conversations. And we can also talk about, and what is it in this moment, right? What is it in this moment? So systemically, right? How did we get here? This is a whole other video, right? And in this moment, how did we arrive? How did we get to a place where I have surrounded myself by bodies that do not look like mine, and I am wondering why I am having trouble allowing myself to unleash, to fully access, to step into the full breadth and range of my voice as a melanated kin, right? As a melanated being, as a melanated creator, messenger, all of the things. And we get to come back into a place of, okay, so we can drop into all the whys. Yes. And really, it's like, so how did we get here? How did we arrive? And then what are we being called into next? As soon as we are aware, as soon as we, and you can journal on this, you can drop into the breath and the movement and all of these. If you're in my programs, obviously you have access to tons of breakfast. Maybe you have, I don't know, maybe we've had breakfast together. I have absolutely no idea. But you've got breathwork, you've got movement, you've got all of the things, all the wild nectar stuff, right? Or you can drop into whatever it is on your own, yeah? And really, okay, how did we get here? Why are we here today, right? How did we get here? And also, right, if you know that this is your moment and you're like, okay, I'm ready, this week, today, this month, like it's fucking time. You can drop into all of that, and you can also drop into, it's not an either or, and you can also drop into, okay, and what are we called to do with it, right? How are we called to alchemize it, to transmute it in our body in this moment? So, okay, hey, I find myself surrounded by white bodies wanting to step into the next level, the next evolution of the work, the medicine of my soul, this body of work that I know is my truest body of work, and yet it feels like my voice is caught in my throat. It feels like I can't get anything up from the depths and then actually say it and speak it out into the world. We get to drop in and say, okay, so what do I want to do with everything that I am noticing and aware of in this moment? What do I want to do with this energy, with this emotionality? What do I want to do with whatever it is that I'm revealing to myself? What do I want to do with it? Meaning, how do I now want to experience myself here? What do I want to allow this to become through me? How do I want to access all of my energy, my sexual energy, my power, right? My, like the magic as me. How do I want to access it? How do I want to access it and then allow it to be unleashed into the world? How do I want to allow it to be moved through me out into the world, rather than allowing ourselves to continue on and then going and joining yet another white-bodied space, right? And wondering like, well, shit, I'm studying all the things. I'm studying the strategies. I'm studying the tactics. I'm doing all the things. I've got another degree. I've gone back for another certification. I've done all blah, 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 blah. And then wondering why you find yourself yet again, 1 month later, 1 year later, 10 years later, holy shit, in the same place where you are not allowing yourself to completely let go and surrender into what you know that you are here to say and speak and message and write and create and evoke and be, right? And so rather than continuing down the same path and joining yet another predominantly white-bodied space where you're wondering why not only is your voice and your body not represented, but you're wondering why you're there yet again. This is nothing against, predominantly white spaces. They have their place and they have their time, and we've all been in them, and we will all be in them again because, colonized world and all of the things. And also there are some really amazing fucking dope spaces that are predominantly white, and we're like, hey, I'm just called to this in this moment. Perfect, beautiful. The invitation is when we notice that that is almost all we're in when it comes to the work of our soul, right? Specifically around our magic, and we are not, when we notice that we're there, and we also notice that we are not unleashing, that we are not saying the things, that is the invitation. Does this make sense? That is the invitation. And so I'm going to invite you to breathe and move and journal and let all of the things through and see what it is, right? See what you are here to show yourself in this moment, and what you are allowing yourself to be shown, and then allow yourself to take that next step, whatever it is, okay? And what are we called to say with this? What are we called to transmute with it? Today, this was the video for me. This wasn't about me being in predominantly white spaces, but just in the sense of what am I called to do with the energy, to do with what's been coming through, to do with the ideas, and then like, okay, and then this and this, and like, okay, cool. And then what is it today? Right? What are we gonna use it for today? And today, this was the video. Today there's some deep intentionality around myself and my magic and the EAE, the erotic abolitionism experience. If you don't know, now you know it's coming, and all of the things. And there's some really deep intentionality that I have been like, oh no, I couldn't possibly. It's not time yet. We just get and today was like, okay, and what are we gonna do with it though? Like, cool. And what is it today, right? And so I invite you to drop in and ask yourself, okay, right, how do we get here? All of things, and what is it today? And then allow yourself to step in, allow yourself to lean into the magic, and allow yourself to fucking ship, as Seth Godin would say, right? Allow yourself to publish, allow yourself to create out loud, and to invite your people to be the invocation of the magic and to invite your people along with you for the ride, right? I'm inviting you, invite your people, yeah? Okay, so much more to come. Are you on the TikToks? I have just started. I started it like, I don't know when, but there were like 6 videos on there, but I have just started. Actually, so if you're on there, I add a little accompaniment to this one over on the TikToks. If you'd like to go and follow and whatever you do over on the TikToks, I'm not entirely sure yet, but go do it. Go watch the latest, and yeah, stay tuned, because we're gonna drop into some fucking hotness. It's coming your way. It's coming your way. Hey. But like, for real, it actually is. So stay tuned. Waitlist is opening for the EAE, so you'll be able to peep that at nikkakarli.com/experience. The waitlist will open probably sometime this weekend, depending on when you're seeing this. It will probably already be open. The doors, the gateway, the portal for working with me, and the deepest work I've ever fucking unleashed, ever is coming. Couple months. In the meantime, if you're ready to work with me one-on-one, if you are ready to drop into one of my courses or programs, you can find everything at nikkakarli.com. You can find how to get to the shop and all of the fucking things. Yes? Okay. I think that's it. Comment below. Let me know what you are noticing in your own body in being predominantly white spaces when it comes to you using your voice, allowing yourself to say the things that you know need to be said, or potentially that you haven't been saying them, right? Like, what are you noticing? And let me know if you have any questions. All right. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my God. It's like what's going through my head. Don't call it a comeback, except you can call this a comeback, because it's been a while, right? It's been, I don't know. Oh my God. When's the last time we posted like an actual video on YouTube? It's probably been like maybe a year. I have no idea. Okay. But we're back. I love you. Thank you for being here. Share this all the peeps. Like, subscribe, I don't know, turn on notifications. Okay, I love you. As always, here's to your untaming. Bye, wild ones.